Hello everybody, welcome to a Pioneer video. This is my first Pioneer video. It might be one of the first Pioneer videos on the planet because the format went live on Magic Online about an hour ago. So I have a couple decks queued up here. I'm going to do a couple videos, but right now I'm going to focus on a classic. This is Izzet Phoenix. So it looks a lot like the standard deck, the standard Izzet Phoenix deck with Arclight Phoenix, Crackling Drake, a cost reducing effect. In standard, it was Goblin Electromancer. In Pioneer, we get Baral, though, who has 3 toughness, which is a big deal because most of the burn spells in Pioneer deal 2, not 3. Then we have a bunch of ways to draw cards. We got Thing in the Ice. That's an upgrade from the modern version of the deck. Jace Vryn's Prodigy, who is shaping up to be one of the spiciest cards in Pioneer. And other than that, we just have ways to draw cards and discard cards. And the mighty, banned in every format, Treasure Cruise is also in this deck. So let's play this while we can. This one is not going to last long in the format. So let's just get into it. We're on the draw, but our hand has 2 of our small number of cantrips, some lands to play the game with, some burn spells. We're going to need some Phoenixes or a thing, but this hand is perfectly keepable. Our opponent, who is apparently Watsy Staff, is on 4 cards over there. So they're either very unlucky or they're doing something horrendously broken. We'll find out soon which one it is. Mystic Sanctuary tapped, go. That does not seem like they're doing something horrendously broken. I'm going to opt in their end step. I don't want them to know what I'm up to just yet. Oh, is this? Ooh. Some sort of busted Emery deck, probably. Luckily, we can answer the crap out of an Emery. Okay. Maybe it's a Paradoxical Outcome deck of some variety. Or they're trying to cast Metallic Rebuke. Alright, I don't want Wild Slash. I have multiple burn spells already. I'm going to opt now, see where we go. And maybe the no land opt could draw a counterspell. Bottom that Sulfur Falls. Obviously, we have tons of land already. So probably my most exciting draw is like Baral. Start shredding through this deck. Oh, my opponent just packed it up. They probably stuck it out long enough to know what I'm up to without giving away what they're up to. But they're definitely doing something busted that is likely to involve the graveyard. Alright, so Fry is an instant that kills Emery. Mystical Dispute counters Paradoxical Outcome, Emery, all that kind of thing. Narset is probably going to brick whatever their combo is. And Negate's just a good old card. Powerful magic card all around. Fiery Impulse kills Emery. Lightning Strike and Lava Coil can probably come out of the deck. Just having as many clean answers to Emery as possible is what I'm looking for. Crackling Drake. I think that's cuttable. I've never, obviously, sideboarded with this deck or in this format ever before. So you're seeing just pure, natural, on-the-fly, figuring out magic here. Baral seems really good. Like, especially bringing in all these counter spells, like getting that extra value off Baral seems insane. I'm going to cut a Cruise because this matchup might not go that long if we're both playing these wacky combo decks. Maybe Spell Pierce is cuttable since I'm upgrading to Dispute and Negate. Though I'm not sure if I want to go that low on counter spells against what is certainly a combo deck. But they're a combo deck that can make a bunch of mana probably. Their deck's going to have Psy in it too, so I should slow my roll on how I'm sideboarding here. I'm not sure if I want Anger. Jace is really good against Psy. Fry is good against Psy too, so that's fine. Jace plus Fry should clean up Psy problems long term. Roast also kills Psy and Emery. But so does Lava Coil, and does it better by exiling it. Thing in the Ice mops up a Psy real well. And I have 4 of those in the deck already. So I'm going to bring in these cards and run it like this. Alright, I'm going to keep this one. My opponent kept 7. Uh-oh, now we're in trouble. Alright, here they come. Oh no, just Ornithopter. I can live with that. Hopefully we don't die this turn. Wild Slash will be ready next turn. Some kind of nutso busto one-lander is happening here. I'm going to get my thread onto the board. I don't think I can die right now, but I've been wrong before. It's kind of fun that there's no free spells in this format, that I can just F6 every turn forever. Is this GG? Narset is probably a huge problem for them, even if it's not game over. I'm going to take Opt. We're obviously nowhere near casting Treasure Cruise, and I have a removal spell already. I don't think I'm going to need 2. And I can cast... Alright, there's Psy. Can beat that. Have our best answer in play already. Alright, so if I chart a course, discard Phoenix, I can opt and go to Phoenix Town. But I don't want a Phoenix yet because my thing will just flip it back into my hand. Sure, here's Tormod's Crypt. Not sure if that's actually good, but here it is. I could opt once. I could just chart a course here. That's probably worth doing. Get the Phoenix in the bin at least. Yeah, discard Phoenix. And I can, if I cast Jace, I gotta figure out if I can flip him into a permanent, or into a non-creature permanent. I'm just gonna pass. I'm pretty sure I can get Jace to flip. You just opt, Tormod's Crypt you for no value. I don't even have to do that. It's just opt. Activate. Alright, yeah, we're in business here. And this Narset has to be a huge problem for their deck. Like this is definitely a PO strategy of some variety. Okay, so opt. Put that on top. I do want that. Opt. Bottom that. Draw, discard Arclight Phoenix. Now we have a Planeswalker. And I'm going to cast Thrill of Possibility. Discarding this extra Fry. I don't think I'm going to need 2 of them. Land for turn. I get a Phoenix back in combat. I get 2 Phoenixes back, even better. In they go. Not going to forget to plus my Jace on nothing. And ship it. Alright, time to improvise. If they're gonna kill me, this is how they do it. But I'm not sure what kills me without drawing cards along the way. Just nothing go. Deal. Alright, I'm gonna kill an Ornithopter, end a turn. And then Jace can flashback, Wild Slash, kill the other Ornithopter. And then we win the game. It's even ferocious for what that matters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of mana. Just gonna bash. They have to have a bounce spell, probably. Ooh, do they have a bounce spell? Commit. Second from the top. Okay. Alright, so I can chart a course. This is an actual draw 2 chart a course. I can redeploy Thing and play Spire Bluff Canal tapped. Alright, they bought another turn. There's the Sai. How many artifacts do you have? Jace is ready to flash back another Thing. So we'll see how far this goes. Alright, now I have a counter spell, so that's pretty messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still one short of the free treasure cruise. I guess I could crypt them, which gives me the free treasure cruise. But if I'm going to use Jace, I should do that first. Maybe I should fry Sai first. Oh, I have to figure out how to get... I guess I only have to kill one of these flyers. Because I can ignore Sai for a little while. Alright, so I'm going to crypt them. Now I should probably opt first. So I can flip Thing or remove Ornithopter. Those are my ways through here. Alright, the opt is free in that it gives me a mana for Treasure Cruise. I'm going to bottom negate because I already have Mystical Dispute. Now I have 2 of them. Shocking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, that feels good. It's been a minute since we've made that play. And we have 2 counter spells up. If they make a move on basically anything, I get to dispute twice, flip Thing. All right, and they just packed it into that. All right, that was sweet. All right, we're on the draw with a hand. Perfectly keepable hand. Opponent also kept 7. Ooh, Once Upon a Time. That's going to be a player in this format, probably. Oh, trusty old rock. Ooh, Deathrite Shaman is a complete nightmare against my deck. Jeez. Deathrite Shaman is quote-unquote not good in this format because there's no fetch lands, but it's actually just like pretty bananas against a deck like mine that actually just cares about the graveyard. Something to Spell Pierce. Can't Spell Pierce that. Okay, so they're working hard to turn on this Deathrite. Don't want that. Chart is pretty awkward, but Thing in the Ice is probably tough for them to beat. And I'm sure they can just kill it somehow. They're playing the colors of Fatal Push, Assassin's Trophy, Doomblade. I don't even know if Doomblade is in the format, but there's some variant of Doomblade in the format, I'm sure. Okay, that's not a Doomblade. Alright, so they got a second Overgrown Tomb. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even sure what's in this format. I didn't play Standard through Return to Ravnica, so or like since at all, so I don't even remember really. like I don't have those memories of, you know, sweet decks I want to revisit because I didn't play them the first time around. All right, we're 3 for 3 on Spire Bluff Canals. All right, so I'm gonna deploy a second Thing and hold up Spell Pierce. Pretty sure Maelstrom Pulse is not in this format, but I sure hope not anyway. There are no lands in any graveyards for these Deathrites. They're just on eating stuff and attacking duty. Oh, leaving them back. That's smart. Attacking's a little weird. Like, if you're not attacking with at least 3 things, I guess it's free, though, so, like, what the hell? Alright, so I can cast my charts. Or I can just cast Phoenix. But if they have a removal spell for Phoenix, then they get to eat it forever. But if they don't, they're taking 3 forever. They're at 16. All right. We'll do it the hard way. I want to connect with at least 1 attack here because that gets them under 14 where the double thing is lethal. All right. I mean, they can gain a bunch of life with their Deathrites. Their graveyard is quite chonky. Oh no. My Spell Pierce. My poor Spell Pierce. Alright, but next turn, if this Arclight Phoenix is still in play, I can attack and actually chart courses for real. I don't have to feed the Deathrites. Liliana, the last hope. Okay, a small Phoenix is still a Phoenix. Still has power and toughness. Oh, baby. What does that do? It probably just draws me a lot of cards. I'm going to continue going face. Face is the place. And then we're just going to draw 4. Don't even have to take 2 from my land. Now they'll have to decide if they want to Liliana my Baral or my Phoenix. If they don't Liliana Baral, then they lose their attacks. If Spell Pierce counters a spell, I get to loot. Oh my god. I think they needed to pre-combat this Liliana if they wanted to make this attack. Because I can eat... Yeah, I could eat Wayfinder for free. If they pre-combated Liliana on Baral, they would have had that attack. Cast some 4 or 5 drop, please. Go for another cast out. Give me this sweet Baral Spell Pierce action. I have never in all of my career playing Magic the Gathering drawn a card off Baral. It's just not a card I play very often. Alright, so they have Siege Rhinoceros in their hand now. That's a good one. Alright, I would like to draw a spell of some variety and get this thing in the ice busy. That's a spell. It also costs less because of Baral. Bummer. Yeah, so Crackling Drake is a big monster on its own. I'm going to kill off Liliana now before they draw another card off her. I think is Drake or... Yeah, I think Drake is the better play here. Well, Jace is pretty fragile, and they have the Siege Rhino in play that I would like to tangle with. Okay, so I can Lightning Strike at will to flip my thing because of Baral. It costs 1. All right, here comes the beats though. All right, so Death Rites can deal 4. Rhino, I have to block it or else I lose. So I will block with this. I'm going to save the Lightning Strike for my own turn because that will maximize opportunities for Phoenix. Alright, yeah, so I have to just Lightning Strike here. I can replay the Phoenix the hard way. Or just cast Jace. They're all going to be good. Alright, so they gained life. That's good for me. I definitely prefer that. Alright, so I could replay Phoenix or I could play Baral Jace. I'm pretty sure Baral Jace is just better. Because Jace can discard Phoenix. And I'm going to have a turn without Death Rites active. So I have 1 turn to get wiggly here. Siege Rhino versus Thing in the Ice is the classic battle, though. We're just getting burned out while we flip and bounce the thing back and forth. Alright, so Jace can flip if it doesn't die. And that can cast Lightning Strike from my graveyard. Oh, they just packed it up. Alright, they've had enough. I'm not sure if they were dead, but sure. Okay, so all of these red cards are coming in. Anger, Anger, Roast, Beacon Bolt. My counter spells are not coming in. Fry kills Siege Rhino, but nothing else. So probably not good enough. Tormod's Crypt's a maybe. They seem pretty interested in their graveyard existing. Fiery Impulse, Wild Slash, Lava Coil. Lava Coil can probably get cut because we're upgrading it to Roast. Because Roast can kill Siege Rhino. Lava Coil kills Courser of Crufix for 2 mana. That's the card we saw. Like, Coil can kill exactly Courser of Crufix. That these cards can't kill for 1 mana. Everything else we saw either gets killed for 1 mana or is too big for Lava Coil. So I think Coil is a safe cut. I might want to... I'm going to shave on Treasure Cruises also, because if they're attacking my graveyard, that card gets a lot worse. Though, if they're expecting to use my graveyard as a resource, it's a lot better. Maybe I should stop cutting Treasure Cruise. I should cut Thrill of Possibility. Yeah, if I can't count on Phoenixes to stay in my graveyard when I put them there, I should probably cut these, some discarding spells. Oh, Spell Pierce is a really bad card in this matchup. I'm going to bring Thrill. I'm going to bring the Thrills back. Thrill and Lava Coil back in. Alright, so lots of removal. Cut some things that care about the graveyard. Whoops. Yeah, I'm going to try this configuration. Our hand is nutty, so I'm going to keep it. We're getting Thought Seized. Nope, Death Right. Okay. We've been very good at drawing Spire Bluff Canal so far in this league. I'll take it. Find the Way. They got a Godless Shrine. So I can cast Thing, I can cast Jace, or I can kill Deathrite. Killing Deathrite is not correct. I think I'm going to just cast Thing. Thing can block even through a Liliana, plus Jace is just the most fragile thing that I have. I'd rather beef out on him with a Thing in the Ice a little bit. Like, I wouldn't have made that block if this was Jace. I'm not sure if that 1 life point's going to matter. But it is, yeah, so that's why I wouldn't have made the block, because Liliana exists. Alright, and the Spire Bluff Canal number 2 right on time. So if I Lightning Strike this Deathrite now, then that lets me start setting up some cool stuff next turn. Yeah, I'll just kill this thing. I wish that was a 1 mana thing, so I could have also cast Jace, but drew one of our 2 mana answers first. What are you going to do? Deathrite being a real threat is a problem too. Alright, so there's no great choices for Thoughtseize here. It's basically like a card that I want in my graveyard anyway, and then 3 cards that do the same thing in various ways. Like, these are pretty close to the exact same card, and this one is just a really fancy version of those cards too. I would have traded any of them to put them to 2 hits with Thing. That's fine. Ooh, we have met a Swift End. That's a cool card. Alright, so I think I want to Thrill first. Since I have an easy discard here, I'm going to take it. I can chart a course also. I'll just go for that. Like, I'm looking for like a Treasure Cruise. There it is. Discard Steam Vents. I think my life total is going to be kind of important here. Got to keep an eye on that Liliana, though. Racing an Emblem is going to be tough. Alright, so the minus Liliana, that gives us a chance to kill her with Lightning Strike or triggering Phoenix. I have Lava Coil for any threats they deploy. Abrupt Decay, that's not that great. No, they didn't get back Death Ray. They got back Courser. Okay, that makes sense. Good play, good play. Okay, so I can coil the Courser and then cruise. And if I have Fire Impulse, so I can trigger Phoenix for sure this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I just have to exile everything that isn't Phoenix. This card's messed up. Alright, so I'm going to Lightning Strike Liliana to make sure it dies in case they have a removal spell for Phoenix. We got Anger the Gods at the ready. That's a pretty good one. We even just reassembled Spell Mastery for Fire Impulse. I thought for sure Cruise would take us off that for a while. Traverse, that's a good card in this format. Traverse for Ishkana. Okay, so Anger will clean that up. Unfortunately, Anger also cleans up Phoenix. I'm going to attack with Phoenix. Hopefully they block with Ishkana, even though that's a really bad play. But I'm going to invite them to make it. Okay, cool. I was hoping they would kill Phoenix. That way it gets to survive the anger. The gods forgive him. So I think casting Jace is better than using Impulse or Lightning Strike to finish off Ishkana. Oh wait, no. We know their one card in hand is Abrupt Decay, so I should just not do that. Yeah, just get rid of Ishkana. Then I can cast Crackling Drake next turn, which is too big for Abrupt Decay. Yeah, Rider. And they happen to be at 8 life, which is exactly the power of this Crackling Drake. Yeah, Thing also dies to Abrupt Decay, so I'm going to make them answer Drake first, and then next turn I'll play these 2 threats and see what they can answer. Lifelink. Oh, this creature has lifelink. I'll block it. Okay, so they're dead to lightning strike now. I'm going to get the thing in play before I make my attack. See if they just scoop to lightning strike. Or if they drew a removal spell. Veil of Summer. Okay. And they're dead. Nice. Alright, so we're on the play. This hand's a little slow, but I am going to keep it. I have Opt. Opt fixes everything. Double Treasure Cruise is wonky, but if I find a Thrill or a Chart, that's an easy one to discard. Uh-oh, Bromat Courier. I have no problem coiling that. Don't need a third one of those. Oh, Wild Slash. That's even better than coil. And Thing in the Ice is even better than everything else I said. Alright, it's coming together. They could like double shock Thing in the Ice. They could lava coil it, I guess. I'm not going to block because that opens up so many ways to answer. Like that turns on every lightning strike effect that exists. I did not know Eidolon was in this format, I'm not going to lie. So I think I'm just going to play Steam Vents tapped. Pass the turn. I can hold up Wild Slash and Spell Pierce. Though, if they Boros Charm, that could be annoying, but no, that's fine. Yeah, because I have the Spell Pierce, I'm okay risking that they have Boros Charm to make this indestructible. I think I'm comfortable blocking also because of Spell Pierce. Like if I slash the Eidolon, block the Bomat. They would need 3 shocks to kill this thing. I can counter 1 lightning strike. Light up the stage. I don't think I want them to have that. They haven't made a land drop yet. Like if they go like land drop, lightning strike Thing in the Ice, that would be kind of lame. But then I get to lava coil their Bomat and just steal all the cards in it. Or if they just have nothing, that's perfect. Ooh, now I get to do everything. I only get to actually kill one of these because the other one's going to get bounced. Huh. A little awkward. If these cruises were anything else, we'd be in business, but as it is. So I think I want this Soulscar Mage to actually die. Maybe I should have cast the Lava Coil first, because I'm not sure if it matters or what could make it matter, but I could just have the Soulscar Mage in exile instead, and it's basically the same sequence-wise. So, probably should have coiled the Mage first. Oh, here come the jerks. It's not a favorable race for my opponent at the moment. Do I want this? That's going to be card number 6 in my graveyard. I'm going to bottom that. I'm going to let Treasure Cruise try to draw me some more action. I can cruise next turn. Let's just get another thing. Yeah, they're going to have to stop attacking. Like, they're at 4. To my 14. Alright, they don't agree. They're just going to keep smashing. I'll block Bowmat Courier. If they answer this, if they spend their mana answering this thing, they're going to die to this one. Okay, if their hand is just mono light up the stage, it makes sense that they would make the plays that they did. Alright, so they have a Lava Runner. They have to take 1 to cast it. Puts them to 3 and dead to Lightning Strike. 6 cards in my graveyard. Let's cruise. And we found Lightning Strike. Who's the burn deck now? Yeah, the classic strategy against burn of having an enormous creature. Okay, so Roast kills every creature I saw. I don't think I want Beacon Bolt. A 3-mana answer seems too inefficient. Spell Pierce is probably pretty good, even though I saw a lot of creatures. Almost certainly want Anger the Gods against this creature deck. Alright, what are the cuts? Jace Bryn's Prodigy is probably just the world's biggest lightning rod. Killing with Thing and Phoenix. Or Drake's probably too slow. But it is an X4. And that costs 4, so I don't take damage off Eidolon. Getting Cruise glutted is a bit of a problem too. In this fast matchup, I don't think I want the full boat of cruises, LOL. So if I want these Jaces, some number of Jaces back in, bring in these burn cards, removal spells. What's the worst thing left in my deck if I want the Spell Pierces at all? Which I'm not sure that I do. Because burn in this format is largely creature-based, it seems. Like there's just a lot less good burn spells. There's a lot of shocks, and then there's like Lightning Strike. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Architect of Thought has some appeal, but I'm not going to bring him in. Though it is worth consideration. This hand's great. Every hand's great with Phoenix. Our opponent took them all to 6. That means we gain 3 life. That's how burn works. It's the philosophy of fire. Alright, they're happy with their 6. Lava Runner is a very good card. So I need to opt these ops to find another red source, because I feel like Anger the Gods is going to be lights out whenever it happens. Yeah, Eidolon is the best card in their deck for sure. I don't want that anymore. I'm going to get this thing into play. I have to take 2 to cast it, but this Eidolon's going to take 2 by attacking me, so it's a wash. I'm going to block Lava Runner. I'm going to force them to have a Lightning Strike if they want to kill this, not just a Shock. Ooh, Wizard's Lightning. Okay, that is a card that exists. Okay, that's fine. Chain to the Rocks. They do, in fact, control a mountain, so I gotta watch out for that. Ugh. This chart, of course, is gonna hurt, but I'm casting it. Looking for that red source. Alright, so I can hard cast Phoenix. It does not take 2 from Eidolon, and I can block. Maybe I just have to opt here. So I'm at 7. Opt puts me to 5. I'm dead if I Phoenix. So I have to opt looking for a red source here. Ruh-roh. Are we dead? Guess I can play Phoenix, go to 1. Yeah, we're probably dead. We're dead to any creature with haste or spell of any kind. Alright, yeah, that certainly counts. We are deceased. Splat. So, of note, Anger of the Gods would have mopped that game up if we could have cast it on time. So that's a very good card to have in. Still in on that. Spell Pierce. I think I do want Spell Pierce over Crackling Drake as a cheap point of interaction. That's the only change I'm going to make. All right, we're on the play, and I'm going to keep. We have Anger, lots of removal. A pretty painless mana base. Like, I have to play the Steam Vents tapped, but then we get Sulphur Falls untapped for free. There's no Blood Moon in this format. No Boil, no Choke, no Ensnaring Bridge, no Chalice of the Void. All of the worst cards in Magic just aren't in this format, so that's pretty cool. I do appreciate that about it. All right, so Steam Vents tapped. Ship it. They're on 6. Some Bomat. So I'm going to just wait to see what I can get with this Anger. No, maybe I'm supposed to just Wild Slash this. I'm actually going to Lightning Strike it to be more efficient with my mana. This stops Light Up the Stage from happening, which they've showed me as a important part of their plan. And so I'm going to coil this now. Again, this stops Light Up the Stage. If I wait to kill it at instant speed, then I will have taken damage on their turn. And all of these 1-for-1 trades are fueling the cruise. Ugh, I think I'm going to have to let this hit me. I just get blown out by any instant. That's kind of lame. Ooh, they just have nothing. Deal. Have enough lands. Phoenix? Alright, we didn't find a Phoenix. That's okay, though. So they didn't trigger Swift Spear last turn, and they didn't play a second creature last turn. Like, unless they're playing around Anger the Gods, their hand must just suck. Thrill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm going to cruise here. That's what we've been building to. I picked up a Spell Pierce. That's a good one. Fiery Impulse, also a good one. That can, when we get Spell Mastery, then that'll force them to have 2 things for their Swift Spear. Alright. I'll anger these out of here next turn, probably. Thrill is an instant, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I just want... Or, no, Spell Pierce is pretty bad at this point. They have 5 lands as burn. Spell Pierce can take a break. Alright, I need a threat to win this game. Phoenix? Hey, deck, how about a Phoenix? None of these are Phoenix. Discard Spell Pierce. I can just cruise again. God, that's messed up. I'm going to Impulse first. This deals 3 if you have Spell Mastery. Let's see if they have 2 instants. They do not. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's so stupid. Alright, we found a Phoenix. We are tapped out at 13. Another Swift Spear. Now they're going for it. So that's 7. Alright, we didn't die. So that's good news, at least. So I'll test this with a Wild Slash, see what they got. If they have an instant, this will draw it out. Alright, they did not have an instant. 1, I can slash this one also. 2, I can thrill. Discard Phoenix. Alright, so I get to attack here. Just hope I don't get burned out. I am at 6, which is a bad life total to be at. Just cast some creature I don't care about, please. Okay, Chain to the Rocks. That was a likely card for them to have. I'm going to leave Steam Vents in my hand in case I draw a Chart a Course or similar, or a Thrill. I think I'm out of Thrills, but... Thing gives me a big butt to block with. Also, put lethal's already on board, but this gives us another path to lethal. Oh no. Not like this. Alright, either we're getting slow rolled or we win. It's one or the other. Oh, we're getting slow rolled. Awesome. Well played, opponent. What a douche. Alright, so maybe I think I could have taken one less damage from those Swift Spears at some point in the game. Like, been more aggressive with my removal. Maybe I was just too lackadaisical early on. Like, I'm at 14, I'll take another one. Maybe I should have just been burning them more aggressively. This hand is not playable, unfortunately. As good as Treasure Cruise is. Alright, this one's pretty good. I'm gonna bottom Fiery Impulse, because we have two of them. Tune with Aether, alright. These cards from Standards Past returning. I'm gonna play that tapped. I don't think there's any like 2-mana card that I really desperately need to Spell Pierce. They're probably gonna have like Aetherworks Marvel, so like turn 4 is what. Well, going into their turn 4 is when I'm gonna want to hold up Spell Pierce. Seems like a likely card they would have. I hope they don't have Shock. Alright. Jace survived their end step. Harness Lightning, sure. Did not last much longer than that, though. Do I have to pass the turn here? I think I do. Because we know they have the 4th land. Jam Marvel. Jam Marvel. Ooh. I don't like that either. Are you also a Spell Pierce deck? Yep. Bummer. Alright, so we probably can't beat Oko. If I play Thing in the Ice, they can trade their food token for it and then just kill me. So that's not a play I can make. I'm not even sure if I have any plays. I think I just have to pass. Yeah, I can Lightning Strike Oko in the end step, and that at least keeps them from stealing my thing. Jace Architect. Alright, I think we're losing this one, team. Okay, so they're a cat deck. Yeah, this is definitely one of like the most real decks in the format. I didn't want to try to play this today because the correct build of it is probably going to be pretty tough to find. Alright, I'll at least clear out these jerks. They have Saheeli in hand, though, so we're in some trouble. Wild Slash can keep Saheeli from going off. So I can just shock Saheeli. Missing all these land drops, though, with this Oko churning away. It's bad times. God, they have so many good cards. This is just every mythic rare that's legal in this format. Alright, I've seen enough this game. Okay, so I want my Mystical Disputes in for sure. Fry, definitely. Fry, Narset, Mystical Dispute, Negate are all good. Spell Pierce is probably good too. I don't want to go too deep on like the fair planeswalker plan because they're going to be way better at it than me. Lava coil can get cut. Impulse can get cut. I want my burn spells to be able to hit planeswalkers for this matchup. There's a good chance they have Narset in their deck, so I'm going to take it easy on these treasure cruises. I think Baral's probably good. It's likely to turn into an elk, but it is probably good. Drake seems a little slow. Nine cards. Do I need all these cards? Maybe I don't need all the spell pierces that I have available. Alright, I'll cut another cruise out of respect for Narset. I think I have to be jamming something on turn 2, so I have to leave in all my Barals, Jaces, etc. Maybe Lightning Strike is the worst card that's left. This hand is fine. Yeah, we get to play Thing in the Ice on 2 before they can threaten Oko. So Thing on 2, hold up Spell Pierce on the following turn. Unless they have some accelerator. But alright, please don't have Mystical Dispute. Okay, they did not have Mystical Dispute. Please don't have Lava Coil. We basically didn't show them anything last game at all. Alright, cool. So now we have... The walls are up pretty well. We just got to get this thing in the red zone. I'm going to Spell Pierce while the getting's good. Dispute stays live for a little bit longer. You have to pay 3 instead of 2. I'm not going to cast this Phoenix. I want to hold up my counterspells a little bit more. Dispute can also hit any spell. Bang. Oko is in the graveyard, yo. So I can cruise, which flips Thing this turn. Ooh, Thrill. That's probably even better. I'm unlikely to be able to trigger Phoenix here. Yeah. Jace is a good pickup. Now they're actually under some pressure. Yeah, so I can flip Jace, Flashback, Chart a Course, Treasure Cruise. Setting up for a big turn here, if I get a turn. Harnessed Lightning. Yeah, I can't fight over that. Harnessed Lightning does not line up well against Awoken Horror. Alright, so there's 7 cards in my graveyard. One of them is Phoenix, which I want to keep there, so... They did not have a negate or any such spell. I think it's better here to just attack for my 7 and then Chart a Course for drawing cards. Or I could just hold up my answers. Because they're dead on board. Yeah, so I'll just play tap Spire Bluff Canal and hold up Mystical Dispute and Fry. Then next turn I can try to chain with Chart a Course if I need to produce another threat. Oath. That's the ponder of the format. I think this card is going to be a staple for sure. All right. Take a look and pack it in. All right. So now they know what we're doing. They know we're not just a mana screwed control deck. They know we're actually Phoenix. I don't think my plan changes at all here. Maybe I want to trade Negate for Spell Pierce since I'm on the draw, but I think Negate is fine going along. Plus we have Brawl. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it as it is. All right, on the draw, bummer. This hand is so close to being hot bananas. Like, trade any card at random in this hand for a land, and it's a snap keep. We're playing 20 lands, so 1 in 3 cards in the deck is a land, and we have 2 draws to find one. I don't like it. Alright, this one's better. I'll bottom this mountain. Yeah, just having Spell Pierce in my hand makes me pretty happy in this matchup. The classic standard play of Attune with Aether off of Aether Grid, or Aether Hub. I'm going to play Sulphur Falls. I don't think I need to leave up Spell Pierce on turn 2. Alright, Oath of Nissa is mostly fine. Alright, they have the Saheeli. Game on. Ooh, Baral. I'm going to wait a turn, hold up Spell Pierce. They've showed me so many 3-mana spells that matter, including Saheeli Rai, that we know is in their hand. Another counter spell is my best draw, like any one of them. Baral Chart with Phoenix in hand is also pretty good. Alright, so if they have another Oko, they can make Baral into an Elk and ignore me for it and ignore it for a turn. If they don't do that, I have a pretty good chance of shoving Phoenix. Oh, Teferi's a good one. I can Wild Slash the Teferi though. Which kind of sucks because Wild Slash also breaks up the cat combo, and it's one of my few ways to do that. Are we getting Spell Pierced? Okay. Alright, well, Cruise is online for next turn, if there is a next turn. Teferi, such a jerk. These 3-mana planeswalkers in this format are so stupid. There's the Heart. The backup plan is online. Alright, so Baral. Lightning Strike Teferi. They're going to crew hard in response? They probably should have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... we're one short of Phoenix coming into play. Just gotta hope we're not dead. I'm pretty sure if their hand is land cat, Saheeli, we lose. Does cat blink any permanent? I did not play standard when that was a magic card you could have. So I'm just gonna hope we're not dead. And these ops find us some action. It's impressive we've worked through Oko and 2 Teferi so far, though. There's Saheeli. Alright, they're digging. They bottomed the card. Oh, we're untapping. We're getting a turn. Alright, opt. Find anything. Alright. That certainly qualifies as anything. So I can chart again right now to try to hit another Phoenix, or I can save chart for after combat and actually draw 2 cards. I think I'd rather do that. Alright, so they can crew Heart. I'm going to attack Saheeli with just Phoenix. If they crew Heart, I'll Lightning Strike Saheeli and it dies. I don't want to let them eat Baral, though. Okay, so I can Thrill next turn, draw 2. Pretty good looks at getting this Phoenix back. Jace, okay. Alright, so Baral's not going to get to attack next turn because it'll become a 0-3. Heart of Kieran's coming in. Ooh, they took 2. That's a little bit frightening. I'm going to save one of these things. I'm mostly saving mana. I'm not actually saving the things. I don't care about the things. Alright, now I'm done saving things. Here they are. Just going to hold up Mystical Dispute and ship it. No reason to attack with Baral. If Dispute actually counters something, we get to loot. Oh, that's so exciting. I will separate Saheeli from the other cards. Alright, so they put Saheeli in hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They can pay if they cast Saheeli. But then they can't do anything else. This is 3. That also removes some counters from... Alright. This is less exciting than it could be, but I'm making the play I have. I can't counter Cat because it's not blue. Like, I would need 3 mana up to make that play. So I need to find a cantrip into cantrip. How about Treasure Cruise? That's a reasonable cantrip. And Baral does get to attack this turn. They topped their card with Saheeli. That's just terrifying. Cantrip. Ooh, Fry is a good one, though. I can Fry Saheeli So I'm not going to attack. I will deploy this third thing, though. Fry is a pretty safe one as far as cards to leave up go. I can fry the cat or the Saheeli. So if Heart puts me to 7, Saheeli plus Heart next turn will put me to 2. So I'm on a pretty quick clock here. I do need to draw spells. All right, so I could give them the cat. I guess I just separate these. All right, they put Mystical Dispute and Temple Guard in their hand, which makes me think they already had a cat. Okay, so what's the correct point to respond to all of this? I think I'm supposed to kill the cat after Saheeli goes to 1. All right, I have Brawl. That only costs 1. So if they have a second cat, they win. But if they had a second Saheeli, they would have won. So here we are. All right, F6. Let's draw a spell. I don't have a second cat, you psycho. All right, yeah, we just straight up coin flipped that. It was like, do you have a Saheeli or a cat? Okay, well played. All right, we're on the play for the last round. I'm going to keep this hand. It's got Phoenixes and ways to discard them for profit. Ooh, a Stitcher Supplier. That's one of the other more busted creatures that exists in this format. I'm not quite sure what you do with it yet, but it is in the format. I'm going to hold up Fiery Impulse just in case, and I'll cast Thrill, Possibility, Unstep if there's no reason to Impulse. Which I'm not sure what reason they could give me to Impulse. But looks like we're going to get to live our best thrill here. Oh, jeez. Whatever they're doing, they're going to do it hard. Alright, found some lands to work with. Wasn't really looking for them, but I found them. Alright, I'm going to hold up Impulse and Thrill again this time around. What are the words on this card? Enters the battlefield. Sacrifice another black creature, draw a card. Alright, so I'm going to kill this. I'm going to Thrill of Possibility. Alright, so if I chart Impulse, that's 1, 2. Yeah, I'm still not even close. So I'm just going to try to set up Cruise for next turn. I might just have to do a fair and square Cruise. Yeah, this is going nowhere fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm actually not even there yet. Gonna have to spend another turn charting. I think my course is thoroughly charted at this point. I know the way. Alright, I'll put this blocker into play. Stymie these 1/1 beats at least. Or give them a target for the 3 removal spells in their hand. Either way, this card's coming into play. Yeah, alright. Alright, so now I can definitely cruise. One, two, three, four, five, six. I could slash their face first. I'm not going to slash one of these suppliers. Alright, I am going to slash face. That's mana neutral, and if Cruise draws any spell, then I can get my Phoenixes back. Alright, cool. So I can play Thing and then opt. I get my Phoenixes back, I get a counter off Thing. I think we've seen every land in the deck at this point, so we shouldn't draw many more. Uh-oh, 4th land. Is it time for a Thought Not Seer? Is that card in the format? I don't actually even know. They're at 12, I'm at 7. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can tap out, or I can hold up Spell Pierce. Not sure what Spell Pierce would even do. Enters the battlefield under your control. Okay, so Rally. Is that what they're doing? Rally the Ancestors. Time to look up that card to remember what it does. Rally the Ancestors. MTG. Convert a mana cost X or less. Jesus, they're not a good image of this card. Alright, so they do have to pay 3 or 4 to rally. That's not the one with Convoke. I think I was thinking of Return to the Ranks. So I am totally going to leave up Spell Pierce. So attacking for 3 puts them to... I think I have to attack. Though the clock is the same. Alright, I'm just going to attack with 1, leave back some defense. Not interested in getting rallied out of this game. Probably should have played Steam Vents last turn, since I wasn't doing anything else. Alright, one of these suppliers is going to die, which gives them 3 more looks at the graveyard. Just hoping they don't have Creeping Chill. Is that in the format? Nobody knows what's in this format. Certainly not me. This looks like a rally for 3. Nope. Alright. Glad we left up Spell Pierce instead of casting Cruise. Alright, we still need some help to win this game, though. Alright, Opt is a good start. I need to flip Thing and be able to recast or discard and trigger Phoenix. Or if I find a burn spell while I still... Or, like, any burn spell is fine, too. Ugh. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so chart a course, thrill a possibility, any burn spell, or they can just concede. I guess they didn't realize that my phoenixes were coming back into my hand. Yeah, I mean, they weren't dead. Maybe their deck just can't come back from that, but I don't know. Alright, Anger the Gods seems fantastic here. Tormod's Crypt, easy game. Negate. Fry and Roast don't seem important. Cruise was very good that game. Wild Slash and Fiery Impulse, are those important? I mean, they never did anything like with a creature. Like they milled past a lot of really cool creatures, but they only cast suppliers and that legend person. So Lava Coil's gonna stay in. Fiery Impulse can stay in because it kills the legend, which is their combo. Though I guess it doesn't matter. If that thing's in the graveyard and they all come back together, they'll all see each other and kill me. Alright, so stopping Rally from resolving is definitely my priority. They might play around Spell Pierce now that they've seen it. Alright, Drake's probably slow. Gotta cut 2 more cards. Maybe one of these cruises. I've been cutting this card a lot for how busted it is. Or shaving it, I should say. Never cut it. Jace seems really good. Maybe it's Chart. Or maybe it's Lightning Strike. I think I'm going to cut a Lightning Strike. Does that make sense? Either that or Baral. Maybe it's just Baral. That might be crazy to cut Baral. He might just be uncuttable, but I don't want... In a matchup like this where Thing in the Ice is probably really important, I don't want to be spellless. Oh dear. We have our best sideboard card in our opening hand. Are we getting Thought Seized? Okay. Crypt Breaker is fine. We don't have red mana though, so Crypt Breaker might actually be a huge beating. We'll find out soon. I'm going to play out the Crypt. I probably could have left it in my hand and let them think that they have a graveyard plan. But if I got duressed, like so, then I'm glad I had it in play. So, rewarded. The Crypt Breaker beats. Also, duress taking Cruise is not the worst thing that could have happened. Not by a lot. Alright, gotta get Jason. So, quick Fatal Push here. Yep. It's the first Fatal Push we've seen all day. Surprising, because that's probably the best removal spell in the format. Oh no, they did have white mana. Alright, they're going to Zombie Town. Wow. I've never seen this Liliana in a deck. Alright, red land. Red source. Wrecked. Yeah, we gotta find a red source while we still have a chance against this Crypt Breaker. Oh, they had 2 of them. Target creature gets -X, where X is your zombies. Oh no, they have 2 zombies. That's the right number. The top 3 cards of your library into the graveyard. Yeah, if we drew a red land last turn, this play wouldn't have worked. Let's not just die to this anemic zombie beatdown. Red source? Or more red cards, that's basically the same thing. Ugh. At least this kills... Oh, okay, we're not dead yet. If they have another zombie, oh, they can make a zombie right away. And then they can Hadoken their Liliana to kill Thing. Alright, well, they're hellbent, but we are in lots of trouble. Great. Alright, yeah, they get to start drawing extra cards with Crypt Breaker next turn. Just this hand losing, not having red mana is just the worst. Okay, they're getting aggressive rather than drawing cards. I think I'd prefer that. Red source. Maybe. Saying there's a chance. 2 looks at a red source. Even 1 is a start. Ugh. Alright, Phoenix is in the bin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're getting in for 5 next turn. Oh, they get to draw a card like for free. Alright, I can still win this game if I find a non-Steam Vents red source, like immediately. Okay, okay. I'm going to discard Island, play Spire Bluff Canal. Alright, so I can Fiery Impulse one of their attackers, then Lightning Strike them. Oh, do they have some spell? Oh no, they're just drawing a card. That's fine. Alright, so I'm going to 2 here. And then Thing can flip if it survives the turn. Alright, now Thing can flip regardless. Ooh, bonus Thing. I can't play the bonus Thing though. Would not like to pay 2 life. It's not an option that I have. I think I have to bring the beats. So Thrill of Possibility, discarding Spell Pierce is probably the best line here. It's probably too little too late at this point. Oh, I should not F6 in case they cast Rally. Crypt Breaker's back. I can kill that. I'm glad these Corpse Knights are in the graveyard. Alright, so they can draw a card. They have 3 zombies. This card's been pretty good. It's already drawn 2 cards, and it's basically just a swamp. God, that's not what I wanted you to have. That was definitely their draw for the turn, or they would have cast it last turn, like, obviously. Time for Anger of the Gods. Anger? Oh, baby. Alright. Let's get a counter off this thing. Hope they can't give it -1/-1. They can draw a card. I hope they don't play like Collective Brutality or some way that just kills me. Oh god, what's happening? Are they forcing the crypt? Yeah. Yeah, they had to get through that somehow. Alright, come on, spells. Alright, Baral. That it is a thing. I'm not playing the Steam Vents in case I draw one of the discard spells. Fatal Push, bummer. Okay. Baral, it's up to you, buddy. Time to attack 8 times. That was an interesting choice to do that now. Like, I guess if they draw a removal spell before combat, they're fine. So if they activate that again, they're dead, because I can just strike them. Whenever a zombie enters the battlefield... Alright, that's dangerous. Please don't have any more zombies. Alright. Cost 1. Thanks, Moto. Good catch. Alright, come on, Chart a Course. Thrill a possibility. I'm not thrilled about that possibility. Ooh. Oh no, not that legend thing. Oh, Ashiok. That's even worse. Okay, we're in hard mode now. Ooh, the rare self-mill enemy exile. Alright, they're going to 3 off Lochthwain. Alright, burn spell. Or, you know, a legendary creature. It's all good. Alright, now that I have this redundant legend, I'm going to play my land out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can almost hardcast Cruise. Oh no. This is bold, but I like it. If they draw any zombie... Wow, that's not a legend? Apparently not. Alright, so Phoenix off the top, Burn Spell off the top. Hey, baby. We did it. That was a weird game, but we did it. Alright, so Phoenix, that felt like Phoenix. I wish we had a spell we could cast out of the graveyard. I done no tuning yet. I'll work on this, but that definitely felt powerful. The burn matchup was potentially winnable. If I just killed a Swift Spear earlier, we would have won the game at 1 life. And against the cat deck, we just, you know, flipped a coin. Do they have 2 cats or do they have 2 Saheelis? And we chose wrong. So this, in a parallel universe that's very close to this one, this would have been a 5-0. So deck's powerful. I like it. This is a totally safe place to start in this new format. Thanks for watching.